It's an ugly one here in Ohio. Another ugly day. Rain, sleet, disgustingness. But it's another day in crypto too, and every day in crypto is a good day. Alright, so what I want to talk about today, I just figured I'd make a video about the immersion of old technology and the old financial system into the new financial system of crypto. What you're going to see in the next 6 months, year, 2 years, and my prediction is a very big merge of the old system into the new system. What do I mean by this? Alright, right now the market has maybe 2 or 3 debit cards, a bunch of different platforms to buy gift cards, bunch of different platforms to get Bitcoin back for purchases, and that's fun. That's nice. It's better than getting points, or better than getting US dollars back. That instant conversion into Bitcoin is going to be, it's really nice to be able to stack sats that way. I'm a little disappointed that there isn't any other way to instant conversions into Litecoin or instant conversions into other crypto. Actually, Litecoin's a leader in being able to pay with Litecoin, being able to use Litecoin as payments. They do everything in the background. So what you're going to see is the continual emergence of these two systems. On the one side, we've got the US dollar. On the other side, we have a nascent system of crypto, primarily Bitcoin, but also Litecoin and other cryptocurrencies. So what you're going to see is new credit cards, new debit cards, different types of credit cards. And first, they're going to probably be set up a little like this. You're going to spend your credit card to buy whatever you want to buy in US dollar. You have to pay it off with, you have to pay off that credit card with US dollar. And the perk is that you're going to get instant Bitcoin back on that credit card. Now it might go back into an app, or it might go back onto whoever's sponsoring the credit card. Like I know Gemini actually has a credit card coming. BlockFi is going to have a popular one that's going to come. Some with different perks, and some with fee, like yearly fees, some with no yearly fees. So we'll see how that all plays out. I think there's going to be different options. Maybe not to start, but maybe in the future. The big spenders are going to have like those $200 yearly fees, but with more perks. And then the small spenders that don't want to take, that want to take even less risk, is going to have $0 fees with 1% back, and maybe the one with the fee has 2% back. So it's all going to be pretty much seamless in terms of, if you don't want to pay a fee, then you're going to get the cheapo with less rewards. And I think that's going to be really great for people that are onboarding into the crypto world. But what I envision for the future is, right now it's possible to be an only crypto person. It's possible, but it's definitely not, plausible for 99% of people out there. Most people are paid in fiat, use fiat, and they use Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as a store of value and as an investment vehicle, or a speculative. It's still a net speculative asset, somewhat. It's kind of moving toward that store of value and moving towards that transaction world. So what you're going to see is, first, it's going to be all fiat based, and your rewards are going to be in Bitcoin. But what you're going to see eventually is different companies and even the merchants, you're going to be able to use the credit card, and while you might pay them in US dollar, you might be able to pay off that credit card. You might be able to pay it off with crypto. So you run up a $2,000 credit card. Right now you got to pay $2,000 in fiat to pay off that credit card with a bank account. Well, eventually, because all these crypto platforms are kind of becoming banks, and all these exchanges are somewhat becoming banks that are now offering credit cards and debit cards, what you're going to see, which open it up to the people, see how they want to use it. What you're going to see is these different credit cards and debit cards, instead of paying them off with fiat, you're going to be able to pay them off with crypto. And it's kind of going to be you're going to be able to see a system where if a person is paid in crypto, which again is very, very low amount of people, if they're going to be paid in crypto, they're going to not have to interact with the fiat world hardly at all. And you're just going to see the continuous emergence of cryptocurrency, and you're not going to have to deal with fiat as much. Now that's probably a decade away where it's easy for everybody to be in the crypto world. But with these merging of banks, crypto, credit cards, and even like gift cards and non-credit cards, and just QR codes, you're going to see a world that's going to be able to transition into staying in crypto world and not having to rely on anything in fiat. I know of a couple companies right now that are coming out, and you're going to be able to instantly convert your paycheck, your pay stub, the way you get paid. You're going to be able to instantly convert that fiat into cryptocurrency. And as you see cryptocurrency explode, you know, the network of it, the user effect. You know, right now it's probably something like, of all the people in USA, maybe 5% in the world, maybe 2% that are like actively involved. Well, as you see that increase to, you know, a significant number, first 5%, then 10%, then 20%, and then like 50% of the people are at least interacting with it, you're going to see these different types of systems where one day a lot of people are not even going to be paid in fiat. Different companies, I believe Exodus pays their employees in only cryptocurrency. You'll probably be able to get to choose. But one day, your employer is going to have a lot of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin to pay their own employees in cryptocurrency. And it's a little difficult to wrap your head around. But basically, if you're going to work for one of these employees and you can get the option of being paid in cryptocurrency, or even if you get fiat and you immediately transfer it into cryptocurrency, you're going to see a world where you're never going to have to touch fiat for a long time. Maybe they'll still make you pay taxes, but even that could be like a stable coin or something like that. So all I'm really saying is just wait. Right now, very little people are using cryptocurrency on the daily, but 5-10 years time, I could see, you know, a significant portion, up to even half the people interacting with cryptocurrency on a daily basis. And the reason is because cryptocurrency is simply better. It's better at storing your value. It's better at, we always talk about store value, but it's better at global payments. It's better at, you know, transferability, going around the globe, speed. Don't buy into the FUD of, you know, cryptocurrency is slow. The reason Visa is faster is because it doesn't settle for days or maybe even a week. But the cryptocurrency that goes from one wallet to another wallet, when you see that settle, that's like final settlement. So when people say it's slow, they're comparing apples to oranges. If you compare apples to apples, cryptocurrency is actually much faster because it's in finality. It's not sitting on different spreadsheets of different companies. The actual Bitcoin actually moved, and right now with like when your fiat gets settled, it's on the back end for days, a week, and it'll finally get settled, you know, a week later. That's why your bank statements are always so lagged, and it's just so slow. So not only does cryptocurrency, and you're going to interact it because of that store of value, but it's going to speed up many different processes. My advice for myself is that I'm definitely going to get, I personally didn't even really like the debit cards because I didn't want to constantly move funds from one bank account to another just to pay off my debit card. It felt like too much work and too much too much time consuming to know how much I had in that debit card. I liked the product, but like right now I have a family. All my money is like the family's money, and I can't really spend everything that I want certain accounts. So I had to do too much management. So and I don't think many people agree with me, but that's why I didn't like that debit card. The product was fine. That full debit card is the most popular one. The product was fine. It worked. You got Bitcoin rewarded. You did a little spin wheel. But what I'm really excited about are these credit cards. You know, right now I have a traditional, I got that Apple credit card. It works just fine. You pay it, you get the fiat back. And it's just easier for me to manage a credit card because I can just run up a tally. You know, it takes a month, and then I can pay it off. I don't have to constantly think about, is it debiting from my checking account? So what I'm really excited for is those credit cards that are going to give me Bitcoin back, because I could spend my money as I normally do, you know, too many cheeseburgers, and then when it's time to pay off the credit card bill, I pay off that credit card bill using my checking account, and the nice thing will be is, oh, look at that, I got my Bitcoin back into a certain account. And even after that, you get your little Bitcoin back, maybe 1%, 2%, on the high end, 5%, maybe that'll happen, I don't know. That Bitcoin that you get back in rewards, you're also going to get more rewarded, because if it's in a saving interest account. So you can see how like Bitcoin is going to give you some free money, and that money is going to grow. So it's just so much more powerful than fiat. I am interested in 10% back in fiat. Certain interest accounts offer 10%. Ooh, that's pretty hard to like give up on. I don't do too much of that because I figured, well, Bitcoin's going to grow more than 10% a year. I think it's growing at like 200% year over year, which is just like mind blowing. So as of right now, I think the game is just to accrue as much Bitcoin as you can, and that's basically what I do right now. Is I do a little trading, but basically I just stack Sats and stack Litecoins, Lats. I don't even know what they're called, Latoshis, and I'm just doing that to get my bags fully equipped. But when I do get those fully equipped bags, I'm gonna have to make a decision on if I'm going to keep on stacking Sats to pay off my mortgage, or earn some stable coin to pay off my crypto, to pay off my mortgage. Now you may think that's pretty stupid. Like, why don't you just keep on stacking Sats and Bitcoin to pay off your home mortgage? Well, the reason I might still do that, but the reason I might not do that personally is because, you know, let's say I have X amount of Bitcoin and I'm happy with that bag, and then I keep accruing Bitcoin, so it's X plus, and I'm going to use that plus Bitcoin to pay off my home mortgage whenever that value is determined. You know, it's going to have to make some growth. Bitcoin's probably going to have to be about, you know, 300,000, which, believe it or not, some people are calling for this year, you know, December 31st of 2020. My phone got too hot again. Not exactly sure where I stopped. So I got that decision to make. Turn the music down. And the reason I wouldn't keep on accruing Bitcoin to sell off my home mortgages, you know, let's say I get up to, I don't know, I'm not going to say it. I get up to a certain amount. I have my bag, which is X amount, and then I keep on accruing Bitcoin plus account, and then I want to pay off my mortgage with that. That would mean I have to sell Bitcoin. And then there's a lot of maths involved. Yes, did you know that's a word, maths? Then there's a lot of maths involved, and I have to determine, like, would keep on accruing Bitcoin to sell it to pay off my home mortgage, would that outweigh accruing like fiat at 10%? Because yeah, you do have to pay taxes on interest, your interest, but it's like pretty low. And with you know, scientist Joe Biden, very smart scientist man, he upped those capital gains taxes. Now I know it like might be for millionaires or whatever. I'm not. But when you sell Bitcoin, I'm pretty sure I've never had to pay taxes on Bitcoin because I haven't like really sold it. You've got to pay tax. You've got to pay capital gains on those Bitcoin. First of all, how could anybody have any idea how to like process that? You're just guessing for those capital gains Bitcoins. So I don't really want to do that. Plus, I don't want to like give federal government at least, part of my money on my Bitcoin proceeds. Like, I don't want to do that. I just want to hold on to my Bitcoin for as long as I can until I like really want to change my life, like for the better, and my family's life for the better. Like, I want to hold on to it as long as I can, and hold on to as much as I can. I don't want to sell it right now because would it change my life? Yeah, but it would be like almost temporary for as much as I have right now. If it gets up into the millions, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna change my life for the better. But like right now, it's just it wouldn't be worth it because I did take that advice of only invest in what you can lose, and I've done that throughout my crypto experience, and so my family isn't like hurting, and so as long as my family isn't like hurting, like we're living a pretty good life. I want to hold on to that as long as I can, so that when the day comes, I can sell it and really change our life, like for the better. Like maybe a new home. I like the home I have, but maybe a new home, and just like a fucking vacation. I won't ever go on vacation, but like a real nice vacation, to the nines or whatever they say. So it's been another smorgasbord of my thoughts, but you're going to see a merging of the old financial world with the new financial world. Not everything about the old financial was bad. I mean, you're able to go to a drive-thru and spend your credit card like that. Like, pretty nice. But you're going to see a merging of crypto with the store of value and the speed, and with the old financial legacy model of... I guess there's some security there. I mean, Visa has never lost my money. So not everything that's old is bad, but certainly the new thing that crypto is bringing is just more wealth and more creativity. And that's it for today. See you.